Want to know about the weapons found in Cyberpunk 2077 and what weapons might fit your playstyle and why weapons are so important? Well, today we're going to talk about it. This is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the weapons we currently know as of right now that are found in Cyberpunk 2077. There's an extensive array of weapons, so you guys are definitely going to want to make sure you pay attention to the video because we're going to cover the weapons and also their manufacturers and why these weapons are so important and viable in the game. But before we get started, I do want to remind you guys about our giveaway. We're going to be giving away one free copy of Cyberpunk 2077. All you got to do to enter is super easy. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, make sure you guys follow us over on Twitch and Twitter, and you guys will be automatically entered. Make sure you turn on those notification bells when you subscribe so you guys won't miss our Cyberpunk videos and you guys will be entered for the contest. We will be streaming Cyberpunk 2077 early before release, so if you guys don't want to miss out, make sure you guys follow us over on Twitch. Link is down below, and I'll see you guys over there. Also, guys, if you want to look cool, awesome, and amazing, make sure you guys check out our merch. Our link is down below. So let's talk about these weapons and why they are extremely important in Cyberpunk 2077. As you guys know, Night City is extremely dangerous, especially the way things have changed and eradicated throughout the times. It's one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous place in America. Crime is rampant, gangs are everywhere, and everybody has to find their own way to deal with the situation. Thankfully, guys, the corporations and other corporate-backed government agencies have found the perfect way to keep every law-abiding citizen safe. Just sell them a gun! It's pretty easy, right? Or, if not just a gun, a few guns. The more the better. Owning a firearm legally or illegally means safety and independence. But for those who live by the sword, mostly gangs and cyberpunks, guns mean power and prestige, their signature and their status on the street. Like the old slogan in Cyberpunk and the old ad that you're going to be seeing playing a lot. You know that the old Miltech commercial slogan, don't be a sheep, take matters into your own weaponized cyber hands. Yes, everybody knows it, and with that slogan being said is the reason why the gun business is booming in Cyberpunk 2077. There are three types of weapons found in Cyberpunk 2077: power weapons, tech weapons, and smart weapons. I'll talk about that a little bit more in depth further in the video, but right now let's take a look at the manufacturers and what type of weapons we could expect out of each manufacturer. Let's start off with the top tier weapons, guys. The first, the companies that are really heavy though, that are producing a lot of these weapons, there's two companies based off Japan. One is Arisaka and the other one is Tsunami's Defense System. Both provide top quality high-tech firearms. But they do share the sector for top tier weapons with another company that is a Chinese contender called Kangtao. Now, this particular company has emerged as a leader in smart technology weapons. These are one of these sectors that they are kind of leading the forefront on smart weapons. These three companies are your top tier producers of weapons, and if you guys are looking to get high-end weapons with really good mods, then this is the companies you want to go ahead and purchase. Now, of course, the game wouldn't be completed if we didn't have some mid-tier manufacturers who also provide a very diverse, sector of weapons as well. And to be fair, the main manufacturer of these particular weapons are American corporations. They lead the category when it comes to mid-tier weapons due to the fact that not only is there a wide variety of weapons, but they're more accessible to the cities of Night City. These companies are Miltech, which is a famous military contractor which focuses primarily on mass production, mid-quality, and military-spec firearms. The next manufacturer is called Midnight Arms, which excels at heavy weaponry, mainly Borg weapons. Now, you're probably wondering what exactly are Borg weapons. I'm going to have a separate video, but just to give you a better idea, it's a sub-category which includes power weapons and tech weapons. And I'm going to explain in that video how you're able to get these weapons, where you purchase them, and how you're able to equip these weapons. So we'll have a separate video on that because I don't want to stretch the video too long. The next manufacturer we have here in the mid-tier is the Malorian Arms, which is struggling to keep up the pace with Miltech and Midnight Arms due to the fact that they were once very famous and extremely popular when it came to weapons, but they haven't produced any other weapon or any new firearm since 2043. But since they were extremely famous before, they're still considered to be an iconic producer of some really good, reliable handguns. The next mid-tier company is called Tektronika, and this is known for high-tech consumer weapons, which have recently expanded their production range to include military robots, yes guys, which earned the nickname Russian Miltech. If you aren't a huge fan of modern technology and want something simple but rugged from the mid-tier category, then Constitutional Arms still makes excellent shotguns and machine guns, which are going to be really, really good for you to have. So we have a wide variety when it comes to mid-tier manufacturers of weapons. It's just all going to be dependent on what type of gun you want to use within that category to see which company fits your playstyle and your preferred weapon type. Now, the game wouldn't be fair if you didn't have those weapons that you could actually get for a really reasonable price and really, really cheap and still very, very reliable. So we're going to be talking about the low-end manufacturers as well. So we have the first one, which is called Nakota, and they earned a reputation for producing some really inexpensive weapons that are still very reliable and extremely powerful. But if you don't want a weapon that's reliable or powerful, but you're just going for style over quality, then the Indian-based Dara Polytech would be your best bet. We also have another company called Siberian Rostovik, which are weapons that are extremely cheap, but are extremely highly customizable. So you're going to be able to customize this to your heart's content. Now, if you don't have money for all of this and it's still too expensive, you could always try and buy yourself a 3D printed do-it-yourself kit from Budget Arms, which is available in a classic retro print color straight out of 2020. So now that we know about the weapon manufacturers, let's talk about the weapon types. We have powerful weapons, tech weapons, and smart weapons. We'll start off with the powerful weapons. Power weapons are pretty much guns, or power guns, which is like the slang term in the streets, are pretty much classical firearms that use conventional cartridge or various types of calibers, which have been tried and are extremely trusted by anybody who picks up these weapons. They are categorized by being high rate of fire and have a significant recoil. They are extremely popular among the civilians, law enforcement officers, and military personnel. The power category includes all kinds of firearms, from cheap and unreliable polymer one-shots and primitive but effective revolver and shotgun to brand new, precisely engineered and automatic pistols, submachine guns, assault rifles, and machine guns. So if you're looking for these type of weapons, then yeah, power weapons are your number one choice. The next weapon category are tech weapons, or as they are known in the street, tech guns. Now these are firearms that incorporate railgun technology. They fire a high-velocity projectile that are propelled with an electromagnetic charge. Although they tend to have a slower fire rate than the majority of the weapons, they do make up for it for their awesome range and penetrating power. Tech weapons utilize caseless ammunition, which is able to penetrate most personal armor and even vehicle armor when subjected to a prolonged charge. So the longer you charge the weapon, the more damage it's going to output. The next category are smart weapons. Now, smart weapons, or as they known in the streets, smart guns, are weapons that employ gyrotech technology that fires caseless guided ammunition. Not many people know about this technology, and what's actually funny is that this technology was kind of originated and found in the 1960s in anticipation for orbital space battles, but was quickly abandoned due to it being very unreliable. What we've come a long way, guys. Now we're in 2077, and the smart guns are now a true cutting-edge technology and instrument of death. They are precise and very effective. Smart guns connect with their operators through cyberware implants, usually a smart grip, which I'll have a video going over cyberware and cyberware implants, which you guys are definitely going to want to watch to get a better understanding. Now, how these weapons operate is they use a laser or a sonic targeting system that can scan their target and predict its movement. Once fired, the gyrotech projectile can adjust the trajectory to anticipate the target's movement, which makes these weapons, yes, as you guys know, smart. The last category of weapons, which we didn't want to put it in categories, are melee weapons. Now, melee weapons are predominant still in the game. Now, you would say, how could weapons, melee weapons still be predominant when you could just simply one-shot someone with a gun? The reason why they're so predominant is because they have infinite ammo. And in addition to that, if you want to play the game stealthy, you are going to need a combat knife to, make sure you down your foes with stealth. So, of course, punks on the street almost always carry a melee weapon of some sort. Even a cheap polymer one-shot has its price. These melee weapons mainly consist of steel pipes, wrenches, screwdrivers, or hammers. Even though they are crude and an effective way of killing someone, they're still a little bit useless against some more prepared cyber-augmented or armed foes. If you value style as well as sustenance, you'll probably be interested in something more elegant like a katana, a mono knife in an exotic tainted style. Then you could upgrade this katana And if you wish, put some exotic attachments like the neurotoxin coating, or you could even do a EMP discharge if you wish. The most expensive melee weapons are cyberware modifications that range from simple reinforced knuckles to sophisticated and deadly nanowire and mantle blades. Now, I have a video going over attachments and ammunitions in another video. Don't want to stretch this video too long, but that overall in general, guys, are all the weapon manufacturers and weapon types you'll be able to find in Cyberpunk 2077. Don't forget, guys, if you want to know more about Cyberpunk 2077, make sure you get subscribed to the channel, turn on those notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. In addition to that, guys, check out any of our other videos where we cover the vehicles, different attachments, different augments. So you guys are definitely going to want to make sure you keep it locked to the channel. Check out over our playlist. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitch so you guys can be ready for when we go live with Cyberpunk Early Access. And if you just want to stop by and hang out, we stream every day on Twitch. Link is down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.